Hey guys, this is Spark Plus Ultra here, and this is my new What If. Thank you for voting on which Mortal Kombat character you want for Asta. What if Asta had Nightwolf magic, the Great Spirit? And I hope you like this video and hope you subscribe. From a very faraway land that was 3 times bigger than the Clover Kingdom, all 4 of the countries, and the Hino country, there was lying a 6th island. The island was called Ghost Spirit, or to the natives who call it Espera Lobo, or you can call their clan name the Motoka, and they have appreciated the spirits of the woods with no bona fide grimoire to their arrival. They call the spirits of the animals that gives them strength, gives them the guidance they need, and even bless them with untitled fury of what they, and give them the blessing to forge a new road for their clan. But a certain one day has changed it all. The dark clouds appeared from a nearby island that was far from the clan of the ghost spirits, or Motoka. The island made a unlikely of destruction, where they see the sky turning red and darkened. They saw untitled fury of a demon in some man that they saw. Motoka were wondering what was going on before they knew it. The land before them was getting destroyed bit by bit. Fish, other animals were deepened and described from their native times. They were out of their own habits where they lived. The natives, Motokas, were worried and started to get angry. These two were making the land that they were inhabiting, destroying their very way of life. So they hid from them, keeping a watchful eye on the people on that island. Every generation, every clan, it was slowly diminishing. The clan were always got obligated to watch over the island and keep the island safe from any other uninhabitor. But a certain one a clan member of the Motoka, was wondering what a name, but most call him Asta. Asta was wondering what is the island from that they never seen doing, and what it looks like. And the Motoka were warning Asta to not be so curious about that island that they see. The island is dangerous, and Asta was confused on what they meant. And the Motoka clan leader tells Asta this. Asta, you're too young to understand. It's easier to explain it when you're older. And Asta doesn't get why. But when a certain day, Asta makes himself a Native American fishing boat and goes into the water that the clan leader told him when he was younger. Sailed off and go to the island that he want to visit. But when does that? Something came across. Something bridged the native clan's walls. Something in the winter did it. And it's bloodthirst for me, not just any human meat. The beast runs through, destroying everything, making a hurricane like wind, and making a destructive wind of snowstorms. This beast says the name in a weird yet familiar voice. Now, where is Asta, clan leader? And the clan leader don't know, but he made the right choice. The spirit will guide him, and now he's setting his sights. And the unusual monster-like beast says, fine, I'll freeze the water myself. He's gonna the new night. You can't win, the clan leader says. You were banned for a reason. You cannibalized your family during the winter. And the monster looks at him. And I'll do it again. Ah! Killing the clan leader and destroying the Motoka, last of it. But except one, the last survivor, the monster says, well, Asta, you will face the wrath of your new threat. A Wendigo. Turning into mere afterthought, he disappeared into the traces of snow and the wind. Asta's journey was far and long. The water and current have been stressful. Took him to deal with all rains and floods, trying to sink his boat canoe. But he is guided by the Nightwolf, showing him the way that is to the land that was sent full by a monstrous being, and the man that faced him that the people told him in legend. And Asta is giving every strength, every paddle, to every minute to the oceans until he makes it to the land, sees sand on a found beach, but he doesn't know where to go. The land that was unique to Asta. He never gone there. None of his people are gone until he hears a squawk. Familiar bird. Komomo? It's good to see you. Man, did you get stronger? I guess it took a long way from home, huh? To get a confidence. And Komomo gives a cheerful squawk. Asta. Okay, can you guide me? We need to help each other on this. And Komomo then flies off and soars in the sky, showing where Asta should go, or where there is danger, or some food. And Asta was adapting to the climate, to every place of the forest zone. To him, this was similar to his clan's wilderness, less thickened. In this, Asta said, yes, this wilderness and climate is unique to my people. I wonder if great tribe leader understands where this is coming from. And he looks around and sees Komomo circling around. And when Asta comes toward Komomo's reef, he sees, looks like we found a village. I don't know if they can speak my language, and I don't know what to do. I haven't think this through. Then Komomo goes down and perches on Asta's arm. Looks like you seem excited, Komomo. And Komomo gives a squawk, and Suki says, alright, still have some of your meals here. And giving his little friend a juicy mouse, and Komomo eats it. And Asta says, man, you are so picky eater sometimes. When do I need to get you to fox or deer meat? And Asta starts getting settled and creates a Native American house that he could keep warmth and keep himself safe from other predators. And whenever Komomo tells him where the prey is, they both would fight and take down at a fast. But when winter comes, Asta shivers off a bit, feeling all the cold breeze from the winds and the snow. Barely keeps the fire going for Komomo and him, making it hard for both of them to live. But when they check the hunt, they see that no animal was there, and Asta feeling his stomach growling. Nasta says,
just like our place, but it's problematic sometimes.
And Komomo then looks around and sees a garden filled with other breeks in the village. And Komomo squawks at Asta. And Asta says, "Huh? You found something?" And when going on top of the hill, he sees the village has bits of a garden. And Asta then thinks, this is going to be hard. And Asta makes some boots and a bit of warmth around his body to keep him from freezing to death. He found a bear when he was hunting in the spring. Asta goes and looks and tries to get one of the garden food that is in the village that he is searching. And Komomo looks around and tries to find a way to get to see the garden. But when he was going to find it away, he sees a little kid getting stolen by something from a large man. And Asta then hears the same thing. He doesn't even need Komomo to answer that one. Asta breathes, hides behind a wall, sees a old man. A man took a kid that is black hair, green eyes, and with the same age as him. And Asta breathes. Okay, first time doing this. Guide me with the spirit, steel and wood. Create my weapon. I say for you. I will bring forth my own will of the nature. And creating a weapon out of his own material. And then spirit of steel and wood, he creates a tomahawk. First, Asta looks good. And when the man tries to take the kid's necklace, Asta throws the tomahawk into the man's clothes to stick it. And the man says, what the? Where did that thing come from? Trying to grab the tomahawk, Asta creates another one and throws, sticking him to the wall. And Asta looks at him and puts a hand up, and the man looks at him and sees that he wants that necklace. And the man looks at him, who are you? And seeing his skin, never seen you before. Are you a runt as well? You know this is a big problem. And Asta doesn't understand him. And the man tries to be big and tough and all that crap. And Asta just wants the necklace and throws another tomahawk near to his head. And the man says, you're kidding me! Do you know what would happen if you do this? And Asta then puts out his hand and just saying, give it to me. Even if the man doesn't understand him, he knows this sign. And the man gives him the necklace that he took from the kid. And then his stomach rumbles and Asta nearly passes out. And the knight then speaks to him. Go. And Asta then walks towards the kid. And the man says, hey, What about me? And Asta doesn't understand him and just ignores him. You're going to be paying for that, kid! And when Asta goes toward the kid, he gives him his necklace and looks at him with a smile. Says, Uka, boka. And the kid doesn't understand it, but says, thanks, my name is Yuno. And Yuno then hears a sound. And Asta passes out. Good. And Yuno then carries Asta to the church to help him get well with his hunger. And all the church people were looking at Asta in that they never seen him and seen his color of his skin or what he looks before. And then Asta smells something good and sees a baked potato and goes after it. And Como then squawks at Asta, and Asta gives Como a mouse to keep him on the good side. Yuno says, he also has a bird with it. And the church priest says, he must have come all this way, but I don't know what place he gone to. And Asta looks at the churchman and says in a tone saying thank you for the meal in his own language. And the priest doesn't know what he's saying, but he understood what he was telling him. And priest says, can you read? And Asta doesn't know what he's saying. And then the man snaps his fingers and grabs some books to help Asta understand the language. And about 14 years have passed. A couple of years gone by, and Asta turned 15. He spoke in English instead of his native tongue, but it feels weird to him in speaking this. But he told the priest and all of the church kids and Yuno and Sister Lily that he comes from a tribe called the Matoka, and he was wanting to go to the place, this island, he said, but it wasn't an island. He thought it was a continent. So Asta always near to the church to keep an eye and get some food on a basis. And Asta was happy to learn on what they taught him. But when Yuno was going to get his grimoire, Asta goes to see where Yuno was. He sees a man trying to take Yuno's grimoire, and Asta creates a tomahawk and battles with that man with chains. But the man was too quick with those chains, and Asta didn't understand what they do. But when he nearly tries to capture him, Asta then speaks in his native language. Give me the power, speed, and ferocity of the coyote. Let him fight. And when he says that, a coyote appears. And it was, Asta's surprise. Kiba? And Kiba then runs towards the man. And Asta goes and attacks him as well. The man, chain user, was getting overwhelmed by Asta's unique tricks and never seen his magic before. But when he was about to say Asta, tomahawk turned black and rusted, becoming more raw metal and heavier. But when Asta was feeling the weight, he goes down and hits the man, knocking him out. And Asta was confused. Never seen this magic before in his tribe. Then he sees a grimoire, a anti-magic, and Asta says,
This is getting crazy. I am so overwhelmed. But when Asta was trying to get a good head, Yuno says, "Thanks, Asta. It really helps." And Asta says, "Looks like I got some unique magic as well, and shake their hand, and showing a bit of a good friendship.
And that's where I'm ending this video. I hope you like this video and hope you subscribe. See you next time.